Hi, I'm Peter Jones, Chartered Surveyor, author and property investor, and in this short series of videos we're looking at how to set our property related goals and, more importantly, how to achieve them. And so in this video I want to get into a bit more of the nitty-gritty of how we actually set our property goals. And I know that for myself personally, and I know from talking to many of you, that many of us find it difficult to actually state our property goals in a meaningful way. So why is that? Well, I think there's probably three main reasons. The first is that for many of us, particularly when we're starting, property is so beyond our experience, it's very hard for us to know what we can actually achieve. And so therefore, sticking any sort of a goal is almost like just pulling a figure out of the air. And it feels that way. And so to some extent, it doesn't feel real or tangible. Maybe even it feels a little bit delusional. And then, of course, property usually involves very large numbers. So the second reason could be that it's not only beyond our experience, but it's also beyond our comfort zone. Because if we want to achieve the things that we say we want to achieve, we're probably trying to achieve multiple properties, portfolios with perhaps millions of pounds worth of value, thousands of pounds worth of passive income per month. And again, this can all feel a little bit unreal and maybe out of our comfort zone. But one of the main reasons why I think property investors struggle so much with setting goals, and why actually so many property investors actually struggle in property investing, is because they don't actually know what they want to achieve. Now that might sound a bit strange. You might say, well, come on Peter, surely they do know what they want to achieve. They want to achieve some equity, they want to achieve some passive income, they want to live off the rent. And yes, that's all true, but if you think about it, it's all quite vague and woolly, isn't it? It's not specific. And if we're going to set goals properly, we need to be setting specific goals with specific targets that we can reach. I mean, I do a lot of one-on-one mentoring and coaching, particularly with my book buyers, and I'll tell you a little bit more about that later. And one thing which I quite often find is that they're not quite sure what they want to achieve in property, and consequently, if they've already bought property, it transpires that they're not even really quite sure why they've bought those particular properties, other than that they had a vague notion that buying property is good, because we all know that property investing makes sense. It does make sense, but it only makes sense if we buy the right properties. It doesn't make sense if we just go out and buy any old property, because any old property won't do. And that's the big dilemma, I think, when we're setting our property goals. Now, this is a massive, great subject, and it's something which has exercised my mind for many years. And I'm regularly setting my goals, regularly reviewing my goals, regularly achieving my goals, but regularly and constantly trying to refine the process to make it easier, because, as I say, I'm prepared to stand in front of you and say, I struggle with it as well for all the reasons that I've just said. And it's because of that that I developed a resource which I'm going to leave a link to below this video. You'll be able to click on it and see it. And the resource is called Goal Setting to Property Success in 5 Simple Steps. And it's a template which will help you to set your property related goals and then make a plan, a workable plan, a plan which will work, which will help you to achieve your goals. And that's based upon my years of sitting at my desk struggling, setting my goals, wondering how I can achieve my property goals. Now I'm happy to say that I have achieved my property goals, I'm still setting goals, I'm still achieving my goals, and I've got a long way to go yet on my property journey. But I think the resource will be very useful for you if you're struggling and working out what you want to do, where you want to go, and how you're going to get there. The other thing which I mentioned, I said I'd tell you about this, is that as a book buyer of mine, you're eligible for a special discounted rate on a one-on-one coaching session with me. So if you'd like to get together, if you'd like to set your goals and then get together and discuss your goals and then come up with a plan together to help you to achieve your goals, or if you're already in property and you want to go to the next level in your property journey, then book a one-on-one mentoring session with me. I'll leave a link again below this video. Now the link will take you to a hidden page on my website. It's hidden because it's only for book buyers of mine who, because you've taken action, I want to give you a special discount. If you go and book through the main page on my website, you'll end up paying more. So don't do that. Click the link and make use of the special rate for book buyers. And let's have a one-on-one coaching session where we'll talk about your goals and I'll help you to achieve them. So I look forward to seeing you in the next video.